YouTube, what's going on with family? It's that boy C. How y'all doing? Back again with more gems, more game, and more sauce. Listen, this past week, April 2nd or 3rd, was Donald Trump's Tariffs Liberation Day. So I want to discuss how that's going to impact our economy and the real estate market going forward. So check it. Couple things to understand about a tariff. It's a tax on a good. Okay? Don't let the pundits, the talking political heads fool you. If I'm an importer to the United States, if I'm importing, I don't know, let's say I'm importing lumber, okay? Wood. If I'm importing lumber, in order for me to import that lumber, I have to pay a certain percent on what it could be. It could be by the pound or by the piece. All right. So if that goes up, guess what? I'm going to put that charge now on the person who's purchasing it, for instance, a Home Depot or a Lowe's. So if a Lowe's is consuming that hit, what are they going to do? Home Depot, what are they going to do? A lumber shop, what are they going to do? If they have to pay more for that imported good, they're going to increase the price. Okay, so let's understand that first. Second, as far as the economy, you got to understand when we in tariffs time, and we haven't been in tariff time in almost 100 years, we're going to see inflation. We've been in inflation for almost 2 years now, going on 3 years. Under Joe Biden, inflation started to rise. Why? We had more money printed than we should have. Okay, so inflation, what does that mean? Cost of goods go up. Cost of goods go up. Uh, Food, gas, cost of living, you know, anything, a phone, cost of goods go up. So understand that also. So it's a domino effect. Inflation, cost of living goes up with tariffs because we're getting retaliatory tariffs from other countries. All right, next, as far as the real estate market, you will see an increase in real estate prices because of the cost of material. I just spoke about lumber. Wood goes up. Steel. Anything needed to make a house that we have to import, that price now goes up. All right, so that's the effect of a tariff, y'all. So we're living in tariff times. We'll see how long it lasts. We'll see how long it lasts. New construction homes. It's more cost for the builder that's passed down to the consumer, us. All right. What else we got here? I wrote down a few notes. So now what happens? Cost of living goes up. Automatically, people are more declined to spend money. People become tighter with their budget. What does that mean? GDP goes down. Big corporations cut back on hiring because of the cost of living. Inflation, the cost to produce a good. Everything decreases, which could lead to the R word, a recession. All right, so Donald Trump, I'm not an economist by a long shot, but he should tread lightly based on just pure facts and data on how the economy works when we're talking tariffs. All right, for the everyday consumer, the everyday American, um, I would just say try to be, inflation proof, try to be tariff proof, recession proof. If you got to get a second job, another source of income, start a business, become an entrepreneur, get on social media, start making content, whatever, you have to understand that we don't know how this thing's going to go. As you can see, the stock market declined. I think we're down 15 to 17% since all the tariff war talk trade, all of that stuff started back in January. We're down 17% on the S&P, Nasdaq, and the Dow Jones. So retirement counts are down. Now, cost of living. What did we see the previous week? Auto tariffs. So guess what? Automobiles are now more expensive. Some economists are averaging 5,000 to 15,000 per vehicle will be the cost of the tariffs. Mexico, we import a lot of cars from Mexico and Canada. So right now it's shaky times. Again, recession proof your own finances. A second job will not hurt. A second source of income. If you rely on one source of income, oh my gosh, I don't know how you do it. Now that I'm an entrepreneur going on 10 years, yeah, 10 years, I don't see how people rely on one source of income. And I used to be that guy. I used to rely on one source of income, and I let a corporation and a supervisor and a boss have total control over my life. And I changed my life. So if you out there in YouTube land, you out there in YouTube land and you like, man, times are shaky. They are. They are. We're in 2025. Now, I will say this. We have the biggest, strongest, most powerful economy in the world. Don't let the talking heads and the pundits fool you about China and Russia and Germany. With unequivocally the United States, we make the most. All right. the globe the globe reacts globally. They react off our market. So however our market's doing is how the world is going to react and do, as far as economically, their stock market, their GDP, so on and so forth. So just want to jump on here, man, give y'all a little sauce. Let me make sure I covered everything. It's a lot of misinformation out there. So watching the news, watching Fox News, watching MSNBC, I don't think that's enough to properly inform a citizen. Do your own research. Do your own research. Get on Google. Read. Go on YouTube. Read. Do your own research, man. So yeah, that's it for this video, man. Hit that like button if you're new. Subscribe. I'm out. Peace.